Good morning, everybody. Miss Laura here. I wanted to hop on really quick and send you guys a quick video and let you guys know that we miss you here in the CDC, and we hope you guys are having such a fun time at home, spending quality time with your families. It's Friday here. It's really quiet. There's not a lot of friends here, and so I was really missing our Shabbat time together. I miss singing songs with you guys and seeing everybody enjoying the morning. So I figured I would step out of my office for a few minutes. I have a special guest here with me, the Shabbat princess, and she was thinking that maybe we could read a story and maybe sing a song together after. So the story that we picked this morning is called The Shabbat Princess. It was Friday afternoon, and Rosie's mother was setting the table for Shabbat. Rosie followed closely behind, folding cloth napkins into perfect triangles. "Why do we always use our best dishes for Shabbat?" Rosie asked. "Because we're welcoming the Shabbat queen," answered her mother. "And a queen deserves only the best." Rosie liked queens. She really did, but she loved princesses. "This week, could we invite the Shabbat princess too?" she asked. "Princesses are much more exciting than queens." "I've never heard of a Shabbat princess," said her mother. She turned to Rosie's father. "Have you?" He shook his head. "Nope, no such thing." Rosie frowned. "How can there be a Shabbat queen but no Shabbat princess?" Her mother thought for a moment. "Can you be our Shabbat princess?" "Me? The Shabbat princess?" asked Rosie. She looked down at her blue jeans and t-shirt. Not very princessy. "I'll be right back," she called, as she dashed up the stairs to her bedroom. Rosie opened her dress-up box and spread her fanciest costumes across the bed. She studied each piece thoughtfully. This outfit had to be just right. She chose a purple satin gown and a pair of silver slippers. She added her finest pieces of jewelry and placed a tiara on her head. Rosie studied herself in the mirror and decided that she looked perfect. When her father saw her come down the stairs, he sounded an imaginary trumpet. Dun 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 dun! Announcing the Shabbat princess. Rosie's face lit up. Being a Shabbat princess felt like a very important job. But where was her castle? "We need a moat," she declared. "I don't think so," replied her father. "A tower?" Her mother shook her head. No one in Rosie's family seemed to understand princesses. "If only I had a fairy godmother." Rosie's mother took her hand and gave it a gentle squeeze. "I may not be a fairy godmother, but I'm sure we can make things a little more regal. Let's go have a look at the table." Rosie and her mother walked into the dining room. Rosie looked at the sturdy brass candlesticks. "Do we have anything with diamonds?" she asked. "No diamonds," said her mother. "But your Aunt Carol gave us a set of crystal candlesticks for our wedding. I tucked them away because I was afraid they would get broken." "Let's go look for them." "Perfect," replied Rosie. Rosie's mother took an enormous box down from the hall closet. She and Rosie unwrapped layers and layers of tissue paper. Carefully, they pulled out the tall glass candlesticks and placed them on the table. This was a definite improvement, but next to the sparkly candlesticks, the Kiddush cup looked dull. "Do we have any silver goblets?" asked Rosie. Her father raised one eyebrow. This goblet is silver. Are you sure? Asked Rosie. I thought silver was supposed to be shiny. Rosie's father sighed, rolled up his sleeves. I suppose it could use some polish. A few minutes later, he returned from the kitchen. He took a deep bow as he placed the kiddish cup on the table. The royal goblet, Your Highness. Next to the gleaming kiddish cup, the pink napkin covering the challah looked plain. Rosie shook her head. Princesses do not like plain, she declared. Do we have anything made of velvet or satin? I don't think so, said her mom, rummaging through the bureau. I have an idea, Rosie exclaimed. She zipped back up the stairs. Rosie returned with an armful of glittery, sequined scarves. Which one do you like best? She asked her parents. After laying a golden scarf atop the 2 loaves of challah, the family stood back and admired their work. This is a Shabbat table fit for a princess, proclaimed Rosie's father. And not a moment too soon. It's almost sundown. Rosie's family gathered around the table and lit the candles. The flames danced on the curves of the crystal. Her father raised the kiddish cup and sang the blessing. Rosie saw the beautiful grapevines on the sides of the shiny goblet. Her mother lifted the shimmering challah cover with a flourish, and together they recited the blessing. After dinner, everyone agreed that the meal had felt like a truly royal banquet. Rosie looked up at her parents. Do you think the Shabbat queen is angry? Rosie wondered. Why would she be angry? Asked her father. Well, we made everything so much fancier for the Shabbat princess than we usually do for the queen. Rosie's mother and father exchanged glances. No, said her mother. I'm certain that she's not angry. In fact, I think she is delighted. Why? Rosie asked. Because the Shabbat princess reminds us of something important. When an honored guest visits our house, she deserves extra special treatment. So can we build that moat? Asked Rosie. No moat, smiled her mother, but the sparkly candlesticks can stay. And I'll polish the kiddish cup every week, added her father. And I'll still wear my tiara and gown every now and then, said Rosie, so the Shabbat queen can feel right at home. The end. All right, that was such a great book. And the next thing that we wanted to do was me and the Shabbat princess wanted to sing our Shabbat princess song. So I'm gonna move Shabbat princess to my lap and we're gonna sing together. Welcome, welcome, Shabbat princess dressed in white. She fills our home with peace and gladness, Friday night. All right, CDC family, I wanted to say hi and hope everybody has a great, restful Shabbat. Miss Michaela and I and everybody here at the CDC miss you, and we cannot wait to see your happy, smiling faces again soon. Shabbat Shalom.